Delighted to say that joining the show now ahead of this massive clash with the Seattle Seahawks this Sunday night live on the talkSPORT network is rookie wide receiver Jacob Cowing. Jacob, it's a few weeks since we last spoke. How have you been doing, sir?
I've been doing real good. Just day in and day out, just trying to get better, and that's just honestly where I'm at right now.
Talk to me a little bit about, from your perspective, bouncing back from a mistake on that muff punt, right?
Mm.
I hate to kind of bring up a negative moment for you, but as a rookie, you come back, you have a nice return off the back of that, and you're back out there and making plays. How difficult is it to take a moment like that and then turn it into something positive?
I think that takes years and years of training mentally for you to kind of, as an individual, to kind of get over those things when negative plays happen, and then just to kind of move on to the next play and don't dwell on the negativity so much and just continue to go positively within the game. And obviously, if you continue to do that, positive things can happen. So that in that moment when it happened, that was just my mindset to let it go. Don't dwell on it and just move on to the next opportunity that I get when I'm out on that field and try and make something happen. And ultimately, that's what happened.
There's been a lot of focus on the special teams unit at the moment in San Francisco. Are you guys feeling a bit of pressure to step up on that side of the ball and make sure that all three phases are stepping up for San Francisco?
I think in this moment, as a team, we're just trying to get better individually, on offense and defense, and also in the special team aspect of things too. Just trying to dominate our matchups in all phases, whenever who's on the field at any given moment throughout the game, just to go out there and dominate your matchup and to win. And ultimately, that's just what our focus is right now.
And then in terms of getting more opportunities on the offense, we have seen you out there. We've seen you running some routes, making some catches. How much are you enjoying getting a chance to show what you can do on that side of the ball as well?
Yeah, I mean, I love doing that. That's why I play this game to go out there, try and make something happen and create separation and try and score some touchdowns. So any opportunity that I have to get on that field, try and make something happen. I'm blessed and I'm happy to be out there and just play the game I love to play.
How are the vibes in the building off the back of, what was not the cleanest game against Tampa Bay, but you went 1-0. That's the main thing. So what's it like building into this game for Seattle, and how is the feeling around the locker room right now?
Yeah, the feeling is very good. Very high energy across the board. I think right now the energy that I'm really getting from everybody is to really focus in and lock in on our assignment coming up for the Seahawks. They're a good team, and so we got to go out there. We really got to hone in on our assignments and what we need to get done on special teams and offense and defensive sides. And just honestly, at this point, just going out there working hard, watching film, knowing our opponent really, really well. So when it comes Sunday, we can just go out there, play fast, and play our game.
How much of a boost has it been for you guys to have Christian back?
Oh yeah, I mean Christian, he brings a lot to the table. I mean, obviously I've watched him for a long time, even before I got into the league, and just the versatility that he brings. It's a lot. He can do a lot of things: run the ball, catch the ball, make explosive plays down the field. So having someone like him, on our offensive side, I mean, it's a huge benefit. But also, I think it helps a lot of other guys too get open on their matchups as well too.
I think it's genuinely unfair when I watch him that he's the best receiving back in the NFL. He's in the conversation for the best straight up running back in the NFL. But you know what he also is? He might be the best pass protection back I've seen in a 49ers jersey probably since Frank Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the guy does it all. It's
Yeah,
terrifying.
yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. He could do it all. Anything you ask Christian to do, he does it at a very, very high level, and that's just the kind of character and kind of guy that he is, honestly.
How much fun is it for you in an offense that asks a lot of you guys in the blocking, and like particularly at receiver, you're expected to, you don't quit on plays, you get downfield, you make sure that you're helping to ensure that those runs aren't just 4, 5, 6 yards, but can break to the second level, and a lot is put on you guys on the outside.
Right, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's a challenge that's going to be put in front of you, and it's up to you as an individual if you want to accept that challenge or not. And I think a lot of guys on our team, they like to accept the challenge and make something happen and open up lanes for other guys to create explosive plays. So I think that at this moment, like we just have a whole bunch of guys that accept the challenge, go out there and dominate and give it all that they have, play in and play out, and that's just honestly where we're at as a team right now too.
And then finally, just for you, this is only your second game against the Seahawks, first year in that 49ers locker room. Are you already getting a sense with the fan base, with that locker room, of just how important this rivalry is to the 49ers?
Oh, absolutely. You could definitely tell that, this game has a lot going on both sides, from our team and also from Seattle. And then also too, just last time we played them, that that they play hard. They know what to expect from us, and we know what to expect from them. So it's always a great battle between the two teams, and I'm just excited to see what we do on Sunday and go out there and play some ball.
Bit of extra juice in the building this week.
What's that?
Bit of extra juice in the building
A
this
bit of
week,
extra
hopefully.
juice, yes sir, yes sir.
Love that. Jacob, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you having a chat with us, and good luck for Sunday.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
Dominick Puni joining us, rookie guard, sensational rookie season this young man is having. Dominic, I just asked this question to Jacob, but this is only your second time facing the Seahawks and second time as a 49er. Are you already getting the sense of what this rivalry does mean to this franchise, this organization, this fan base?
I have. The vets have done a good job, kind of really just reeling me in on like all the rivalries and the history, especially the guys that have been here a long time. So I do understand it. I also understand any divisional game is considered a rivalry, and it's going to be a tough matchup, and both teams are scrapping for playoff spots. And I mean that's kind of where we are right now in the season.
For you personally, how are you finding this adaptation to life in the NFL? Because you are getting a lot of praise widely. Often, interior linemen don't get a lot of attention on them, but a lot of people have been talking about your particular improvements this 49ers offensive line. So how have you found this adaptation over the past 9-10 weeks?
My adaptation, it's been tough. It's been tough for sure because I think right now is about 2 more weeks. I think the college season is going to end. So I mean that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being done playing football around this time of year, like late November. But I mean now we got to pony up and play. We got I don't even know, 8 more guaranteed games and then the playoffs, so that max 12 more games. So I mean it's just something you got to really accept, really, and just kind of it's a mindset. I mean they're paying you a lot of money to do this job, so I mean it's not going to be easy. Like, but it's been a tough adaptation. I think now is about the time where some guys start to hit a wall, and I'm kind of feeling it in the season, but at the end of the day, it's still football. So I mean, I'm doing the thing I love every day. So I mean, I can never complain.
You guys had a sensational game last week in a game where the Bucks threw blitz at you on 61% of dropbacks, and yet you guys handled it beautifully. What did you see from that defense? And I think about it versus what we saw maybe from the Vikings in week 2-3 of the season. Felt like the whole offense handled that additional pressure, those additional men being thrown at you with way more aplomb.
Yeah, no, the Bucks defense they did blitz a lot, and I saw a lot of Vita Vea. Just he covered up a lot of a lot of spaces. They do, but no, they did a good job with their blitzes. I think they timed a lot of things up well. Um, as an O line, you kind of if you're not going to be on point every time, but if you see things late, you got to just try and adjust last second because it could just be 1/10 of a second for Bart to throw a football. If it would just be like that. So sometimes it's all you need to give him. He does a great job, kind of moving in the pocket and get the ball up quick. And against teams like that, you got to because if they're bringing 5 or 6 people, somebody has got to get open. So our receivers did a hell of a job, and so did Brock.
In terms of Brock, you've now had 9-10 weeks spending with him as your quarterback. What is your impression of him?
He's amazing. I mean, it's crazy because like he don't look like he'll overwhelm you with anything, but like he's fast. Like he throws things on the money. He's like it's just I don't know. It's like I'm playing with like the best quarterback I've ever played with for sure. But he just makes things happen, man. He's a playmaker, and I think watching him last year, you could kind of see it in him. But now I think he just gained a little bit more confidence this year. And I mean, as a leader, he's awesome. He never wavers. He's always the same person, and I think that's the thing I appreciate about him the most.
I'm glad you mentioned the speed because he's not a guy who looks fast on film, but when he gets to the outside, he's beating guys, right?
He can move. Yeah, no, he can move.
I'd love to see it. And from what you've seen of the Seahawks this weekend, a defense which has been, it was vaunted early in the season, had some injury problems, but starting to get back healthy again. Really like the interior of their line. Guys like Byron Murphy looks absolutely sensational. So what have you seen from them and how excited you are to go up against this unit this week?
I'm seeing a lot of the same thing we saw the first time. So I mean, it's just another 4 quarters that we have to play against them. I think obviously there's gonna be adjustments made, and like you said, they got Murphy back, so that's another big game for them on their D line. But I don't think much changes from us. It's gonna be an attitude game. We're gonna just have to go earn it up front, and it's gonna be the same thing for us every game. We know we're gonna try. We're just gonna try and do what we can do, and I mean, like I said, we've already played them again. So to me, it's just another 4 quarters. So I'm excited for it. So, yeah.
Hey man, if you can handle Vita Vea, you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, Vita Vea, he is a large human being. You think he's big on TV, and you see him in person, and you're like, wow, man,
Love
it's
that.
crazy.
Dominic, we really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of this week and good luck for Sunday night.
Thank you, I appreciate that.